Welcome to The Morning Vibe, where we share one positive message to help you master your day, transform your life, and have an incredible morning. In today's video, we're going to talk about you owning your truth and what that really means and the magnitude of what that can mean for you in your life. Because I know that can sound a bit vague. It can sound a bit woo-woo. It's overused quite a bit. But owning your truth and stepping into your power means owning all aspects of you, all aspects, the gifts that you have, but also the wounds that you have as well. And being radically honest with yourself, taking personal responsibility of the things that you need to correct in your life, the things that may be challenging for you and that causes you pain, it causes you consistent challenges being mirrored back to you in your reality, taking ownership over those things, but then also utilizing the gifts that you were given to be able to be of service to the world. So stepping into your power and really owning that truth is a journey, don't get me wrong. And I've been on that journey myself as well. And I'm still on that journey, right? Unapologetically owning your truth and who you are is not an easy thing to do because naturally, as we go throughout our life, through our upbringing, parents, communities, where we grew up, the country we grew up, the city we grew up, all down to the minor details, I believe, and from my study of Kabbalah, this shows that our soul chose this direction. It chose this experience, all of the experiences, so that we could experience the lack. We could experience what it's like to not be in our power, to experience what it's like to be the shadow aspect of ourselves and to not fully show up authentically, so that we can shine and realize that that's not who we want to be. And then come out the other side, fully authentic, right? Because when you are authentic, you are magnetic. You will attract the right people to you because you will operate at a certain vibration that will be similar to the people that you want to bring into your life. It's as simple as that. Authenticity is actually beyond the scale of consciousness. It's one of the highest levels of consciousness that you could ever achieve, right? Complete and utter authenticity of who you are. And because we live a human experience, right, there's naturally things that come up on our journey that challenge us, to help shape us, to help show us the things that we're not fully addressing so that we can fully step into this power that we have. And this is a journey. Don't get me wrong. So when we're looking at these shadow aspects, right, these shadow aspects are formed usually in early childhood. The different parts of us that are unconscious, that were expressed, let's say, and then they were rejected. And if they were rejected, then we would naturally suppress them. And the more that we suppress them, the more they will be rejected, right? So that we ingrain within our own psyche that this is not something I should ever do. This is not who I am. This is not, what I'm like. And then the things that are encouraged, right? If we're encouraged for making everyone feel good and keeping the peace and doing all those different things, then we'll be encouraged to do that. And the more we're encouraged to do it, the more that we shape ourselves into that person. That's where people pleasing emerges, right? But many times, you watching this video, me, everybody, we have a light to shine in this world. We have a light that the world needs in different ways, whether that's, a certain craft that you have, a certain idea, a certain way of thinking. There's so many different archetypes. We are all so uniquely designed, but also similar then as well at the same time. And there's unique gifts that you have that you're suppressing. There is unique truths that you're not speaking. And there's things, all aspects of you that are waiting to come out, to flourish, and to shine into the world. And I know that sounds nice, it sounds fluffy, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Because the success that you're looking for in life is a feeling, right? The money brings a feeling of abundance. The love brings a feeling of love. But all of these different things, they're outside of us. They are outside of us. And anything that is outside of you can never actually fully, long-term, sustainably give you the feeling that you're looking for a long period of time, for the rest of your life, so that it never goes away. That can only come from you. And that comes from owning the shadow aspects and owning the gifts and the light that you were given. And it's a balance between the both. Doing the work to remove the fears, remove the lack, remove the insecurity, right? To unravel some of those unconscious patterns that are playing out and causing you to be a certain way and limiting you. And then also then showing up, being of service to the world, owning those gifts in whatever way that looks like. That doesn't always come across as business. It can come across in you simply being the best that you can be in your role that you're currently in right now, or being an incredible father or incredible mother, whatever that looks like. It's not always, going out and changing the world. It doesn't have to be that way. but you have gifts. And those gifts will be suppressed if these deeper things are not addressed. So when we are owning our truth, we're stepping into our power, we're owning all aspects of ourselves. We're owning the fact that our experiences growing up were simply just incredible learning lessons and growth opportunities for us to see exactly the parts of us that were pushed down and dimmed. The light was dimmed so that we could go throughout our life being somebody that we're not, to then come to the realization that this is not who we are. This is not who we want to be anymore. And therefore then shining the light on the darker aspects of ourselves and doing the work, the hard work. It's challenging work. Don't get me wrong. I do this with guys on a weekly basis. It's challenging work. It's deep stuff. But it catapults you into the light. It catapults you into a new reality, a different timeline. Because many times when we don't understand these things, we are operating from an unconscious pattern, an unconscious belief system that keeps us stuck. It keeps us acting a certain way, showing up a certain way, bringing the same people into our lives constantly, and nothing really changes or advances in the way that we'd like it to. And then we make a little bit of progress, we take a risk and we jump into something, but then we have all of this fear and doubt and uncertainty that we brought in with us, and that can come in different stages no matter what it is that you're working on. But to let go of those things and let them unravel and instead experience the light that we are here to shine in the world through our gifts, through our service, our talents, our character traits, our archetype. All these different things are designed for us. So all the desires that you have of success and love and health and an incredible life, there's a version of you that's already living that life. There's a timeline where that already exists. That's why you desire it in the first place. We live in a multiverse, right? If you've ever seen the Marvel movies, we live in a multiverse. Right? It's the same thing. There's all these different realities happening simultaneously. There's only the present moment. There's no past, no future. There's only now. And you get to decide now who you want to be. You get to decide now that you're going to let go of those things. You get to decide now that you're going to own those gifts, own your strengths, fully show up as the person that you are meant to be. And I think that's a beautiful opportunity that we all get every single day. Every day is a fresh day. Every moment, every second, it's all a fresh start. And we can choose at any time. So stepping into your power is being your true authentic self, right? So as simple as that can sound, it's the journey of unraveling that is what the challenging part really is. And knowing and noticing where you're not fully showing up authentically. Where is it in conversations where you're not really speaking the things that you really think? You're putting a filter on yourself because you're afraid to piss somebody off. Or in a sales scenario where you're not really going deep with the person because you're afraid that you might hit a nerve. You want to make sure that they're happy. No one's going to buy anything that way because you're not going deep with them. And when you don't go deep with people, they won't really understand what you're doing here. It's like, well, this is kind of watery. And if it's watery, they won't buy. It's the same with content or marketing or any sort of creation. Fully owning your truth. Fully owning all aspects of who you are, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. I'm not on my high horse here saying I have it all figured out. I'm on a journey like anybody else. But the deeper you go into the shadows and unravel those things, those unconscious parts, and you start to see them play out, the more you can simply decide to choose to let them go. And when you let them go, you fully step into this version of you that is in alignment with the reality you want to create, the life that you want. It's all energy, man. Like it really is. It's all energy. And when we say it's all energy because the patterns that keep us stuck are coming from a low frequency of fear, of doubt, of guilt or shame or uncertainty or insecurity or all of these different things. And when you're showing up constantly from that place, that's the frequency you emit into the world, right? We have an aura around us, an energy field around us at all times. And when you're coming from that place, you can feel it, right? Have you ever been around somebody who needs something from you and you can feel it? It's repulsive. It's repulsive, yet we show up in that way throughout life all the time, unconsciously, not even realizing it sometimes. Or when somebody just is, you get a weird vibe off somebody and you're kind of like, this just feels uncomfortable, or there's a feeling of, it makes me feel lack to be around this person, right? It's an energy that they're giving off. We're trained subconsciously to pick up on these things because before words existed, it was all just interpretation of energy, right? Before there was words. So we had to learn these things subconsciously, and that's still part of us. It's why we can pick up on people's energy all the time. So just sometimes we don't realize that we can actually do that. So the challenge becomes addressing these darker parts of ourselves. What is reality mirroring back to me right now, today, in this very moment, that is showing me the challenges that I asked for so I can grow and expand and align myself with this life that I really want to create? And that comes from showing up fully authentically by owning those darker parts, seeing the insecurities as this beautiful gift that allows you to remember that you're perfectly secure the way that you are. Experiencing the fear and understanding where that comes from, to truly remember that fear is an illusion and that you are divine by nature, connected to everything around you. And the more that we lean into that, the more that we can then fully express our gifts authentically and fully own who we are and whatever that means for you, whatever that looks like for you. So today's message is to own all aspects of you. Love them. Love the darker aspects of you. Love the gifts that you have. Love the experiences that you've had. All of them have shaped you into somebody who is now ready to transform and transcend. It's not wrong or right. It just is. Just let it be. Let it flow. So with all that being said, what are the things being mirrored back to you? Address those things. Let them go. Choose to expand. Just say, hey, today I'm going to expand. Today I'm letting go of all these things. It can be that simple. But just expect the challenges then to come afterwards, because you've chosen to grow and expand. And when you choose to grow and expand, the challenges come to help shape you into that person who can hold that kind of energy. So that's today's message, guys. Own your truth. Own your power. Step into that fully. And the more you do, the more you'll align yourself with the life you want to create.